Hey guys, it's Maymay. In this video, I want to show you how to take an SVG from my website for my stamp sets and load it into your Cricut Design Space on your iPhone or iPad. It works the same for both. Now, before we get started, you'll need two things on your phone or iPad. That is Cricut Design Space app, which you can see there, it's my second app, and Dropbox. That's the one I use because it's just easy for me. It works with my brain, okay? Now, there is, at the time I'm filming this video, a free version of Dropbox. We checked it yesterday. It just doesn't have very large storage space, but that's really okay because all you're using it for is kind of a landing spot or a bouncing spot for you to bounce your SVGs into Design Space. So once you've loaded your SVG into Design Space, you don't have to keep it in your Dropbox. Now, what is an SVG? I'll explain that as we get going. Let's do the first step. The first thing you need to do to get your SVG is go to the bottom of your phone where, well, yours may not be at the bottom, but you need to go to the internet from your phone. For me, I use a Chrome browser, so I'm going to tap on that Chrome browser. Now, once you go to the internet, you want to go to MaymayMadeIt.com. Once you're at my website, in the top left corner, there's the word menu. I want you to tap on menu. When you do, you'll see that a new menu comes up and it gives you the word blog. Tap on blog. When you tap on blog, a new menu pops up, and this time you want to tap SVG files for stamps and projects. So we're going to tap that one. Now, if you have been a Maymay stamp collector for a very, very long time, there may be some stamps we don't have SVGs for, but for the most part we do. And the ones that we do are all listed here. All these red titles, those are stamp sets. So what you're going to do is choose the one you're looking for. I think we're going to do As the Deer. So I'm going to tap on As the Deer. And notice when I do, this image pops up. So what is an SVG? That is a scalable vector graphic. And it's the kind of file that works really well with cut machines. And I'll tell you why. If you take just any old image, sometimes when you stretch them, the image can pixelate. You know what I mean? The ones that turn into little boxy looking things. With a scalable vector graphic, you can scale these to any size and they won't pixelate, and that way your cut machine will get a smooth line every time. Now, for our particular SVGs, you don't want to stretch them. You want them to be the size they are because that's what works with our stamps, but that's why it's called an SVG, so you don't stretch it and lose its properties. Okay. So now that we have it here, we need to put this image in our Dropbox. So what I'm going to do is at the top right of the page, there's a little up and out arrow. I'm going to tap that. And then I get these options. I'm going to scroll up here. And at the bottom, I can see Save to Dropbox. I'm just going to tap Save to Dropbox. Now, I have already made myself a folder in Dropbox called Maymay SVGs, which makes this super easy to do. Okay, so I'm going to click Save. And that's going to go into my SVG folder. Now, I have already put this one in because I've done this before. So I'm just going to say to replace it for today's video. But if you've already downloaded one, it will remind you so you won't double download. All right, so I'm going to replace it. And now it is saved to my Dropbox. So I can go out of the internet. I'm going to get rid of that one. And now I can go to Design Space. Okay. And I want to open a new project by tapping on that big blue image. And at the bottom of the screen, you can see where it says Upload. I want to tap Upload. Now, here's what I want to do. I did not save this to my photos, and I did not save it to my photo library. I put it in my files. So I need to browse files to get into my Dropbox files. So I'm going to tap Browse Files. And now it's going to already open to Dropbox, but I'm going to scroll over and show you this. You may have to tap the word Browse on your screen and then choose Dropbox, which is what I'm going to do here. And now that I'm here, I'm just going to go to my search bar and type in As the Deer. Look, it's already popped up, okay? So I can tap on that. Now, if you don't want to search, you can go to your files where you named that file, Maymay SVGs, and open it that way. But this works easy for me. All right, so I need to name this one for Cricut As the Deer, okay, and say Done. And now this will come in to my upload. So you see there it's uploaded. Now I can tap that image and insert it onto my mat. And it is ready for me to start cutting. Isn't that cool? So that is how you get your SVGs in. Now the cool thing is, once you create this and you save it, you've always got it in your Design Space. And you won't have to do this step over and over again. But that is how you get your SVGs in. Now you don't want to resize this. It's saved so that it is correct for the stamps. But let's say you upload one that's not. I'm going to stretch this guy out. We'll just stretch them really big. Let's say you upload one and it's not sized to stamps. You're like, it's really huge. What do I do? This is what you do. So the first thing I want to do is at the bottom of the screen, I want to tap the word edit. And when I do you see this pops up with my width and my height? This is 9 by 13. I want you to think about the size of your stamp set. The stamp set we're using here is a 4 by 6. It's 4 wide and 6 tall. So what I want to do is unlock the little lock between the two numbers because that unlocks my proportions. And I want to type in 4 in the width and 6 in the height. And now I know that SVG is the right size for my stamp set. So if you get a 6 by 8 stamp set, you do the same thing. If it comes in huge, resize it. Typically they don't do that, but there are some older SVGs that do. And if you open one from our website, we would love it if you would email us at info@maymaymadeit.com and let us know so we can do any editing we need to on that. But for the most part, they're going to come in sized correctly for you. So now all you need to do is cut this guy out. Okay. So for filming purposes, I have now moved to my iPad because I film with my iPhone. It's above us now filming. So it's the same process with your iPad, but now we're going to cut this guy out, and I want to show you what I've done. So here's my SVG loaded onto my Design Space screen, and now I'm going to go to the top and click Make, and it's ready for me to make it. So I'm looking here. It says the matte, and mirror cut is off. The reason mirror cut is off is because this is not a vinyl project, so I don't need to mirror cut it. We're good with that. So now we're going to click Continue, and I'm going to select an accessory, and notice that Joy pops up. I'm going to click on my Joy. How adorable is this sitting right on my work surface? I love it. Okay, so now that I've clicked on the Joy, it's doing its little thing. It's thinking for me real quick. And here is where it's asking me what material I want to use. Now, I've learned something, and I'm really excited about it. I've been working with the Joy for like 2 projects and found this out. I use a thicker cardstock. Okay, this is Neenah. This may not be Neenah. This might be Alabaster from Brutus, Monroe, but I use a thicker cardstock. So I have found that if I choose glitter cardstock, it gives me a double cut, which I like. It will run through twice, okay? So now it tells me to load my material. Now let me talk to you about this. You need a mat. Let me grab a mat. So here's my Joy mat. This piece is 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. And you're like, yeah, but my stamp set is only 4 by 6. That is correct. The reason I do 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 for my paper is because your SVG is slightly larger than your stamps. Remember, it's going to leave you that little die cut edge. So you're going to need a little bit larger paper. So 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 works fine. And now we're just going to load this into our Cricut. It says the Joy's making sure your paper is aligned. And now I can tap Go. Now the Joy's going to cut. Like I said, it's going to cut twice because I chose glitter cardstock. If you don't have a thick cardstock and you just need it to cut through one time, you don't have to do that. Just choose what you're actually using. But I always try to find where it cuts twice. So see it running around again? I know I get a really good cut. Now, did you see how quickly I went from nothing to cutting? Did you see that? We went from no file in Design Space to cutting that SVG that quick. And I'm sitting at my stamping desk. This is what I love about the Joy, okay? I have made a space for the Joy to sit right in front of me. So when I'm not using it as my die cutting machine, it's going to go right back there. And now I can get my SVGs cut in no time. Amazing, right? I know. So that's how you do it with your iPad and your iPhone. My next video, I'm going to show you how to do it with your computer, which to me is my favorite because I'm more used to the computer, but I wanted to be able to show you your iPad and iPhone. So you can literally come in your craft room and sit down with your device and start creating instantly. So let's let this guy finish cutting, and then I'm going to show you some best practices for stamping on your shapes. And now it is done, and I can tap unload, and it will unload my image. Guys, do you see why I think I'm going to love this machine? I mean, honestly, I just sit down with my tablet or my phone and go, I want to do something with this stamp set today, and I just cut out all the SVGs for it. Now let me show you what I love even better. I can now take my iPad and put it away, right? And my Joy machine, which is this big, I will close the lid, and I'm literally going to sit it off screen. Like it's literally has a little home up there, and it's even less work than pulling out my die cut machine. I'm just going to be honest. That's all there is to it. Now, I told you I wanted to tell you some kind of best practice for stamping your SVGs. Here's what I do. I like to take the negative space off of here like so, and be able to see my images better. So this I just don't keep, but hey, if you ever do one that's really cute, you could use it as a stencil or something like that. I don't keep that piece. I get rid of that one. All right, and then I've already loaded some images here, and I want to show you what I like to do. So with your ink, let me pull an ink over here. Let's get some Versafine Onyx Black. I leave my images on the mat. Okay, and the reason for that is if I take it off of here, two things. I will show you how to take them off and not get them too curled, but if they curl and I go to stamp them, it's hard because they're curled up, and when I go to put my stamp down, it can kind of put some streaks on the page. So here's what I like to do. Leave it on here, ink up my image. I'll turn that sideways so I can tap him fully on there. All right, and then I go to the spot. Now, this may not be great because I can't get my head in camera, but I go to the spot that is for this image and I line it up. And what I like to do is just kind of drive it into place before I sit it down. And then when I sit it down, I'm just very careful. Again, you'll get your head over. I'm not able to do that in this one. So press that down. And now look at that beautiful image of that die cut. And I didn't have to fight my die at all. I didn't have to fight my shape because it's stuck down. Notice I'm keeping my hands and my arms off the mat. I don't want to add lint and all that kind of stuff to the mat. They're super easy to re-stick, and I can show you that in a video as well. But I don't want to get my hands everywhere. All right, so let's ink this guy up just like so. And then he's here at the bottom. So I'm just going to drive it into place. So I'm just paying attention to everything has a place to land. And then I'm just going to sit that down. Now, when you do this, please get your head over. I'm doing this from the back. Get your head over and take your time here. You've done all this work to cut these dies out. Don't rush the stamping process. So many people just want to press down and lift up. Take your time. Let the ink transfer, and you'll be much happier with your results. Press everywhere, okay? And then lift that up. Look at that beautiful image. And now your die cuts are ready to go. Now let me show you how I would take them off. So while I had it on the mat, I went ahead and stamped everything that would fit on there. I want to mention this too. You do not have to cut out the whole thing. If you're only wanting this deer, when you get it on your Design Space screen, you can ungroup your SVG and you can turn off those or just cut this one. I'll show you that in future videos too, but I think it's cool to do this. If you're going to be playing with your stamp set anyway, okay, and you go ahead and cut them all out from one piece of paper, you just take these and put them into your envelope where you store your stamp. So if you don't use this one today, you have it for a future project. I think that's kind of smart. All right, so here's how I like to get these off. Just like with my big mat, I like to curl it, all right? Now, this is a fresh mat, so these guys are really sticking. But if you just kind of do this, and don't be too aggressive because you can snap these mats. I have snapped them before. See how I'm just kind of loosening them up? So while I've got this one kind of loose, I'm just going to kind of start helping it, and I'll get that off no problem. See that? Isn't this awesome? I think this little guy's going to be a new favorite tool. Got to be honest. Got to be honest about it. All right, so let's get them all off of here. Now, you, of course, can use a spatula. If you have a little remover spatula, I have one of those too. You can use that, but this works really well, especially considering the thickness of the cardstock that I use. All right, don't forget to put your little cover back on your mat, because one thing I am concerned about is these are so small. There's a very good possibility I will sit things on them a lot, you know, so be sure to do that. Cover that back up. And now let me show you how I store these away. So these are Brutus Monroe cargo sleeves. We carry these in our store and I love them. And what I do is I just slide my stamp set inside, okay? And let's say I'm not going to be using these images today, which I'm not. I did these to show you guys. Let's just pile these guys up like so. And rather than, even if I only needed like the deer out of this, rather than not stamping them while I'm doing all that stamping, go ahead and do it and then drop it into your pocket and get in the habit of, when you go to make your next project, looking to see if you've already cut them out. Isn't that cool? You can do that with your die machines as well. If you have regular dies, go ahead and cut them out while you're doing it. And now I have all these ready to make a project with later. All right, guys, that is that. Let's bring it back over here. Let's bring her back into the shot. Okay, she needs a name. We got to work on that. I need to decorate her because I want to see something super cute. I would really like to see little eyes with eyelashes like she's closed when she's sitting here, and then maybe some open eyes when she's open. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right, guys, I hope you're enjoying this. I do want to tell you they will not take the place of my regular crafty videos. Now, I might be using her in crafty videos, but she's not going to take the place of them. That's why you're seeing this video on a day and a time when I don't normally upload, because I just want to give you these videos. And wow, at your response to my unboxing. So many of you have just gotten a Joy also, and you're wanting to see how to use it. And remember, the stuff I'm showing you for Design Space works with your other machines as well. And I want to make sure you know that I do have all the other machines. I have the Explorer Air, the Explorer Air 2, the Explorer Maker, and this one. So if you have questions and you need to see something, put it in the comments, because as I'm doing these videos, if you want to see it on another machine, I can also show you that. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Check the notification bell so you'll get more videos as I'm taking my Joy journey, which was so cute. Somebody called it my Joy journey. So I think that's super cool. We'll do this together. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. Till next time. Bye now.